What do you consider your greatest achievement, Tina?
My daughter.
Other than your daughter, because I'm sure she'll be the top of the list for everything.
I think just that I've always had integrity in my music. I've always been honest and truthful. That I've stayed passionate about the music all this time. And I think that my lyrics are probably the best thing about me. I've always loved words.
Right.
And since I was a little girl, I'd be up under the cover with a flashlight, and reading Oliver Twist and reading Lorna Doone and reading all these books. There's so many books as a child.
Right.
And because of my love for literature and grammar, I think I really, really became a great lyricist and most proud of.
Do you feel that you were... I know in your early albums, I remember there's one song when I was a kid used to stick out in my mind because the lyrics seemed so strange for an R&B artist. And you know what album it is? It's when the one of the lyrics is, Manchester, England seems so different today.
Oh, yeah. Where's California?
Yeah.
Wrote that in Manchester.
What were you doing in Manchester?
Me?
What were you doing in Manchester back then?
I was promoting Irons in the Fire.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make that comment. I was just always curious where you got...
Yes, I was actually in Manchester.
Right.
Promoting Irons in the Fire.
It's been a long time since you've been to England.
It is. I haven't been there since I was pregnant with my daughter.
Right.
My manager's going over in a couple weeks with the Whispers. He manages the Whispers, too.
Oh, okay.
He's supposedly going to line us up some shows.
Oh, great.
I'm really excited about that.
Great. What single thing you think would improve the quality of your life?
Oh, a really good man.
Right.
A really good man.
Right. Well,
that I can grow old with.
All right, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions because I know you've got stuff to do. If you could have 10 minutes to talk about anything you want with President Obama, what would you say to him?
Oh, my goodness. I probably want to talk to him about the music that he loves, like what kind of music what's his favorite groups.
Right.
What are his favorite? What were his favorite musical groups when he was coming up?
Well, I guess he's already had Earth, Wind and Fire and Stevie in the White House.
Yes, but I mean those are everybody's favorite.
Right.
Yeah, right. I mean just other stuff. Did you like the male vocal groups? Do you like the Dells? Do you know?
Right. And the final question, unless you have something that you want to talk to me about, if you had unlimited funds but you basically had 12 months, one year left to live with unlimited funds, and the money can only be spent on things for you personally, what would be on your bucket list? What are things that you have to do with that money for Tina, before...
Unlimited money?
Yeah, before the year is out.
Can I travel?
Sure.
I would take my daughter and travel all over the world.
Okay, where would be the countries that you would have to go to?
Greece.
And what? Okay.
Italy, Paris. We would go to Africa. Those are the ones that stand out to me right now. And I would probably maybe in Mallorca, Spain, or Portugal or something.
Right. The thing is, you could probably go to all those countries for free.
Yes, probably.
Just do a show there. I mean, that's one of the bonuses of the job. Is there anything that you want to tell me that I haven't asked you about?
I don't know. I guess you've read the bio, so the Congo Square bio is pretty in-depth.
Right.
I don't know. Is there anything you want to know that you haven't asked?
I mean, I guess we'll just talk a little bit, about the record, because I remember when I spoke to you at the, a few months ago at the R&B Foundation, you were explaining it was a lot more jazzy than previous albums, Congo Square, And there are those songs which are a lot more. I mean, how did you do the song with George Duke?
Because he's my friend, and I've been wanting to work with him for a long time.
Mm.
And then the song that I did, "A Rose and the Thorn," that I wrote with Terry Lynn.
Who did you write that with, sorry?
Terry Lynn Carrington, the jazz drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was great to have him on there. I mean, that song is just really beautiful. It's just me and three musicians.
Mm.
And then we orchestrated it afterwards. But I've been wanting to work with George for a long time, and I did something on his last project.
Right.
And so we just kind of always return each other's favors. We've been working together for a few years now, but I've been doing shows with him.
Ah.
So it was good to finally get into the studio.
What's your tour schedule for this year? Because I notice in the summers you're normally on the road.
Yes, I start this Saturday. I'm playing a private party for the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
The following week, I'm in Atlantic City, D.C., and 2 shows at the Beacon Theater in New York.
Right. Yeah.
2 weeks after that, I'm in San Francisco. I'm playing Detroit and Chicago. I'm playing the Essence Festival in New Orleans. I have about 16 shows booked right now.
Oh, right. How do you keep it interesting after all these years?
Well, we just went into rehearsal in February and came up with a new show. So I'm really excited about it. We put a lot of new music in it, and it's just really still fun to go out and perform. That's what I love the most.
Right.
That's what I've been doing the longest. I've been performing since I was 8.
Right. I mean, with the constant touring and the fact you have that rock solid base, I guess you have the luxury of a lot of artists where you're not dependent on record sales.
I do, and that's a wonderful thing. But it's always nice to have a hit record too.
Sure.
It looks like "Can't Last a Day" is doing very well.
Yeah, it's a great song. I mean.
Oh, thank you.
How did, I guess everyone asks you, how did you and Faith, the collaboration, come about?
Oh, the song was already finished, and then it just occurred to me that I really love Faith, and it occurred to me that our careers to me she reminds me of me, in the sense that she's had a career on her own, and then she had a career with Biggie. I have a career on my own, and then I had a career with Rick.
Right.
She's my favorite singer of the young R&B princesses, and I just thought she would sound really good on it, and she did.
Right. And how was it?
We know each other through mutual friends, and we've kicked it at parties, and so I just, I let him play it for her, and she loved it, and it just was awesome.
Right. And how did you write that song? Well, I mean, it's interesting, that song, because the introduction is like that kind of fast rhyme rap kind of thing.
Yes.
Which is different. How did that song come about?
I think I wrote it in the shower.
Right.
The introduction part. I'm the first female rapper, so that's the same thing Faith said. She was like, "Just like rap."
Yeah.
She was like, "That it's kind of natural that you would do this." I just like rhythms, and I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to just do the same old thing.
Yeah, same old ad libs at the time.
Appeal to more than one audience, and by having that on there and by having Faith on there, I think it did.
Yeah. What has been the best advice that you have had over the years in terms of investing money, like financially?
My mother telling me to go to Merrill Lynch and getting a financial advisor.
And did that financial advisor help you?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now it seems people are running away from the stock market.
Well, you know what? That's what people do. Scared.
Right.
But, if you watch the history of the market, you see that it comes back.
Is that your main area that you invest in, or do you get into real estate and other things too?
Yes, I have some real estate too, but that hasn't always been good.
Right.
And I didn't do that for a long time. So when I did, then the market, then that's when we went into a recession. Oh my God, what have I done?
Right.
But everything is okay.
Right. And what things, other than music, you said you're into a lot of other things. What things are you passionate about outside of music? What do you get up to?
Art. My medium is watercolor pencils.
Okay.
I love to draw. I love colors. All my work is really, really colorful. I love archery. Though I don't get to do it too often, but I went about a month ago. It was really, really nice. I hadn't been out there in a long time, and that was great. I used to love to ski until I hurt myself really bad, and I feel kind of bad about that because I never got back on the skis after that, and it's been almost 20 years.
Oh, wow. Right.
But,
how did you
archery, art.
How did you develop an interest in...
I love to watch movies. I love to go to the cinema.
Right.
Still, I'm not really into the whole bootleg thing because I really love going to the movie and eating popcorn and,
Right. What are the... if there was a movie, do you fancy yourself as an actress?
Maybe I used to.
Right.
At a certain time in my life. I don't now.
Right. If there was a movie that you wish you could have acted in, what would it be?
It would have been fun to be in The Godfather.
Who would have you played?
Oh, I could never play Talia Shire because she's just brilliant, but, that would have been awesome.
Right. Right. Well, I appreciate it. I could carry on rambling on forever, but...
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Every time I speak to you, always, make it a conversation as opposed to an interview, which I...
Oh, that's the great thing about it, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, if it's
questions you get answered. You ask good questions, so, sometimes people just are redundant, ask you the same thing. It's boring.
Right, yeah.
So this was very nice, thank you.
Yeah, same here. Well, good luck with this, TEENA, and I'll see you at the Beacon.